Welcome to Vadodara Toastmasters Club meeting number 403. First of all, I will start the meeting by striking the gavel. During the meeting, there are a few ground rules which we all need to follow. So first of all, I would request everyone to take out your phone and convert it to silent and vibration mode. And I will give you 10 seconds. During the meeting, please avoid any kind of crosstalk or crosswalk so that the speaker will not get distracted. Whenever you are on the stage, please do not talk about politics, sex and religion. Restrooms are located outside the room. Please have a warm handshake whenever you are coming or leaving the stage. I will be launching the polls after each session, so I would request everyone to check your WhatsApp respective groups so that you can vote accordingly. Now we will move ahead with the mission of the Toastmasters, and for that I would request everyone to raise your right hand and repeat after me. We provide supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Thank you. Now I would request our today's presiding officer T.M. Jamin on the stage.
Hello Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to the meeting where like-minded people come together to gain knowledge and spread knowledge. Today's question: what is the difference between a goal and a purpose? Anyone? Out of the book, no book definition.
Goal is the desired outcome that we have selected for us. The purpose is the thing we are going to do for ourselves and for the people around.
Great. So a goal is something which you define for yourself to achieve something in your life, and the purpose is something which you define for yourself but to achieve something for society. Again, this is not a by book definition, it's my own definition. Yes. So to become a doctor is a goal, but to prioritize serving the patients in your life is a purpose. A doctor named Shankar Gowda from Karnataka, he served 42 years as a doctor, and you know the fees he was charging merely 5 rupees. He was also known as 5 rupee doctor, and he got a Padma Shri award. In line to this, what is Toastmaster? I would say it's a journey from goal to purpose. We all join Toastmaster to learn or sharpen our communication skill and leadership skills. But to your surprise, we don't have any paid professional teachers. Then how do we learn? We learn from our colleagues, we learn from our mentors, and we learn from our stalwarts. The culture of the Toastmaster is driving the spreading of knowledge, holding the hands of newcomers and guiding them to a desired goal. But again, who are these people who are holding our hands and guiding us to reach our desired goal? These are the same people. They themselves were a newbie in Toastmaster. They joined Toastmaster to sharpen their skills. So I want to give a heartfelt thank you to all these designated mentors and even undesignated mentors who gave their time, energy and effort to hold our hands and bring this to our desired outcome. So guys, as we have this wonderful Toastmaster platform, let us use it wisely and effectively. We have to see, like, are we learning? Are we growing? we should check our data between today and the day we joined. This will help us to achieve a desired outcome in our life. So let's use it wisely. In today's journey, we will first start with our book of the review. That is our first halt. So let us see what our Toastmaster Vikram is bringing as a surprise element. He will be giving a book review. So I welcome Toastmaster Vikram. Thank you.
Good morning, Toastmasters and guests. Recently, I finished reading this book, The Mountain is You. Now, it's a proper self-help non-fiction book. What's so boring about fiction or non-fiction books, or very boring about self-help books is we already know everything what is in it. Just that we need that confirmation bias we read it. But why do I read? I wish to speak in a way that I refrain from speaking about sex, politics, religion, not just in Toastmasters, but outside Toastmasters as well. With the political fever going on and the religious fever always, when I speak with my friends and colleagues, I speak a little different. For that, I seek help from books like this. Be it fiction, non-fiction, self-help, yes. But this book, wonderfully written, it speaks 2-3 good sentences which I would like to read in front of you. It says, start measuring your outcomes and focusing on at least doing one productive thing each day. It just says do one productive thing in a day. Then there was another line. One of the most essential tenets of modern wisdom is the idea that deep down you know the truth about everything in your life and you will know your future as well. It speaks about if you start knowing about you, you will know why it happened, what is going to happen. This is an excellent book. An avid reader would finish this probably 2 or 3 weeks. Definitely a recommend from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, T.M. Vikram. And we can take, what is the takeaway of this book is, even in Toastmaster, we should try to implement some, positive thing and try to see what we are doing new, which is helping to achieve our goal in every meeting. So let us take away from this book. Now, as we talk about journey, we generally think about a forward journey. We have to always move forward. But in today's thing, what we have right now, it will help us to have a backward journey. So our journey is like from our adulthood, we are going to our childhood. So today I welcome our Toastmaster of the day, E.N. Janardhan. He will be bringing us him to learn from.
Yes.
Okay. So after book review, we have one more session, that is guest introduction. So today we have one guest. So guest Raju, you can introduce yourself. You can give your name, what you are doing, and what has brought you to Toastmaster.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nagaraju. I am working in L&T as a layout engineer. Actually, Raju introduced me to Toastmaster. It is my second session. I already came to the last session. And I wanted to learn, improve my communication skills, so I am here.
Welcome. Enjoy the session. We hope that you find it helpful. Okay. So now I call upon Toastmaster Janardhan.
Thank you, presiding officer. A wonderful opening.
Lakachicha jo chakalo rangando wando lakadam akko takko hidi hidi go tiki chakacho gili gili mal sulu sulu mal makala buku bukure chakala kabikko chikko sili 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 go chakadum chiki chakacho रुके हैं सागर थोड़े क्या खड़ा कोई देखो देखो क्या रुके हैं सागर थोड़े क्या खड़ा कोई बारिश आया आसमान में छोड़ दिए हैं इसलिए नहीं जैसे देखे जहाँ ऐसा ही जैसी नजर अपनी तुझे सोच आओ रात लगाओ नाच गाओ चल मैं खाओ
Thank you. Before I get into that, I thank you for the wonderful opening setting. That was quite inspiring. Thank you. What is the essence of the song just we heard? Somebody sees tree as it's covered by blanket. The rain tap has been opened from the sky. The world is what we see. Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and guests, and welcome you all for this 403rd Baroda Toastmasters Club meeting. The kids were seeing the world differently. We too were seeing it differently. Are we doing it now? Are we doing it now? If I introspect, I don't see the world differently. For that matter, even I do not know whether I see. What about you all? Please introspect. I have become slave of my habits, routines, and there is no novelty or change in my life for quite a while. I am a father of 2 children. One is 15 years old, and other is 8 years old. First one is son, and second one is daughter. Once I figured out how to parent the first child, it was already too late. One way to put the knowledge to test is to have another one. Unfortunately, the second child was so different that none of my learning applies. It's a totally a flawed system. You all agree?
Don't give yourself one more chance.
I don't have the courage. As a father, I felt I am the leader. Guide them. Boss, get up, do this, do that. Children, any children for that matter, they won't have any plans. They live at the moment and intuitively. We also were in that stage, but as we grew up, our natural instincts got curbed. Now the question is, who's learning from who? You are learning from children, or children are learning from you? Raising 1 or 2 children brings lot of lessons. The key is to learn from them or overlook at your own peril. One important thing which I have learned from children is neuroplasticity. What is neuroplasticity? Can anyone?
The mind can adapt to new experiences and it can change its vision and perspective.
Perfectly said. It's the brain's ability to adapt, change, and reorganize itself throughout the life. It means you are constantly training your brain with new experiences, new habits. It could be through your learning or even injuries for that matter. It is said that a brain with a good neuroplasticity can help in avoiding or delay the onset of dementia or Alzheimer's disease. In short, if you want to avoid dementia or Alzheimer's, we need to turn back the clock, put in reverse gear, and become bum bum bole again. Do you all agree?
Yes.
I have learned many things from my children. My son taught me what is manifestation and determination. My daughter taught me how to express my thoughts and also how to think positively. Most importantly, I've known how to use my time more effectively from my daughter. Talking about learning today, our meeting is structured into 3 parts. The first part is prepared speech. Second part is the dreaded but interesting impromptu speech session, which is table topics, followed by evaluation. Now, what is manifestation? It's a process of turning your thoughts into desired outcome. Now, let me quote an example from my life. 3 years ago, I made the career decision, but the ultimate nail in the coffin was given by my son. I had an opportunity to go to Chennai, which is my hometown, and where I grew up. But my son spent most of his schooling in Baroda, and he had no interest in moving. At L&T, you have 3 months of notice time. That's quite a long time. Trump may bomb Iran, COVID can strike, God knows what can happen. Me and my wife were very busy discussing about logistics, schooling, where we will stay. But he was completely detached, as if nothing has happened. But one thing he did consistently. He would get up in the morning quietly, after finishing his morning course, go to puja, murmur something. He was absolutely confident nothing is going to happen. And somehow things turned out to be exactly the way he thought. L&T offered me a counter offer, and rest is history. I'm here. I was completely flabbergasted. Let's talk about learning or studying. My daughter can start learning, studying an art at any given instant. I need proper planning, timing, vastu, good sound insulation, optimum temperature before I start studying or reading. The advantage she had was she had a lot of time. My time goes in planning, and ultimately I sit for 1 hour, I study for half an hour. So she gets up in the morning without brushing anything. She comes, takes her book, sits and does something. Which was a very, very important lesson for me, that not all things need to be structured. Some things can be unstructured and with less restriction. Now, talking about learning requires feedback, right? And to give feedback in today's meeting, we have a tag team. Now, the first member of the tag team is timer Aman Raj. Aman Raj is known for his impeccable, articulate, and eloquent vocabulary. If he participates in table topics, beware, you have a competition. And for that matter, even evaluation. I call upon Postmaster Aman Raj on stage.
Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I will be your timer for today's meeting. It is said that children are natural scientists because they don't distinguish play from learning. Dear friends, now isn't that the core belief of Toastmasters? learning public speaking, but without a drop of stress and with loads of smile and laughs. Many parents will agree with me that children have a remarkable sense of timing. Their small mouths hit the punchlines the hardest. They will make such remarks at such moments and at such precise timings without even realizing that we will be left in wonder for weeks, if not months to come. Now, this is the God-given gift. I would say that every Toastmaster, every person is a born Toastmaster. This is the God gift that every human being has been given. But now it is also very curious that Toastmasters has kept the age limit to 18 years. I guess why? I think Smedley realized that it was by this age that one loses the majority of his curiosity and spontaneity, and so he innately tries to search for his inner child. And this is why we are all coming here, and because this is the playground of not only speeches but also discovering who we are as an 8-year-old child inside of us. So here I am, my friends. Here we are going to learn a lot of things. We are going to rediscover our childhood by communicating with others. But as a timer, because this is my role, I will have to reteach you that lost art of timing that we all had when we were small kids. So every speech here, the icebreaker speech, it will be Toastmaster Snigdha. It will be 5 to 7 minutes. 4 to 6 minutes. Okay, so the green card will show that you have qualified. The yellow card will show that it is time for us to clap for you because it is high time that you have to finish the speeches. The red card will be that this is after this it can be after a 30-second grace period you can be disqualified. You will be disqualified. Okay, so yeah, with that being said, yeah, after red card 30 seconds grace period will be given, and before green card also 30 seconds grace period will be given. Yes, you will get it.
Okay.
And yeah, we can. Yeah.
Thank you. Something more is coming. Our next role play is Toastmaster Raju, who has awestruck us with his electrifying dancing skills. Please welcome Nitin Chakraborty. Hrithik Roshan of our club.
Thank you so much, Sir Timur, for the wonderful, lovely words, which I don't deserve. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Today, as a AHA counter, my role is to count all the filler words like ums, or any repeated words like so that. We do not actually intentionally use these filler words. This happens when our mind that looks for another words, or when we sometimes get pressurized. So I encourage our speakers to avoid the uses of filler words so that our speech would be impactful. So that's it from my side. Over to you, Sir Timur.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raju, for the wonderfully explaining your role. Next, we have a grammarian, T.M. Rajesh, who is a pretty new member of our club, but with lot of energy and enthusiasm. He is everywhere. Wherever the club flows, he follows. Over to you, T.M. Rajesh. Bhavesh, please.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Good morning, dear Toastmasters and guests. So, as a grammarian today, my role is to observe proper and improper usage of language and words by the speakers on the stage. I will take note of what are the improper words and as well as what are the outstanding and phrases that are used by the speakers, which can be used or taken as an example for us, by the rest of us, to learn or imply or apply in our daily usage. Now, also as a grammarian of the today's meeting, my role is to introduce word of the day and phrase of the day. For word of the day, the word is flabbergasted, which means to get a shock or surprised. Now, it can be in either ways that we feel shocked, in a positive or negative way, but you can use either. And phrase of the day is like water on a leaf. Like we know, if you put water on the leaf of a lotus, does it change its shape? Does it flows? No, it stays as it is. It doesn't interact with the leaf. So, to stay calm, unaffected, composed, poised in any situation you are. Some of the meanings by our Toastmaster Snigdha were also shared, which means to be detached. And it's also a very apt usage. So, I encourage all of the speakers here who are on the stage to kindly include both the words in their speeches. Now, I wasn't satisfied with this. I wanted something fun, and I wanted something where we can learn from this. As you might all have noticed, they are quite opposite words. One of the words, that is the word of the day, is something which gives you shock, which unsettles you. Whereas phrase of the day asks you to settle down, asks you to stay composed. Now, the fun challenge that I bring today, as a grammarian, I want to introduce a challenge where I would like to ask of all of you to introduce or use both the words in the same sentence, on the same flow of speech. Now you might be surprised, most of you, and I can understand the speakers, the formal speakers and those table topic speakers. What is all this? But don't worry, I am here to give a title to this or challenge. Stunned but serene. Why am I using this? Because it will help you to use it. I will give you an example where you will be stunned by the situation in your life. It will be flabbergasting for you. And by the serene or composed nature, you will be calm. Like for example, we will use T.M. Janardhan's example in our example usage. I was planning to move to my hometown, but my son's manifestation flabbergasted me. And I eventually found out I had to stay in Vadodara, and I acted like water on a lotus leaf. So he was stunned, but he tried to stay serene, calm, composed. So the challenge is use both the words, and you might be having better usage of English in your life. With that, I take leave. I will be coming here and presenting my report when asked by the. Thank you.
Using one word is difficult. Different ball game altogether. Another advantage of leaf one, the lotus leaf, is prevent the evaporation of water. Just below the leaf. So children have a inbuilt sense of intuition and moral compass. In case I have a bad day in office, when I come to my home, I don't know to hide things. My face is the index of my mind. And immediately when I come and remove my shoelaces, my daughter comes and tries to uplift the mood. She shares something funny. She tries to engage me in games. Now, what my son does is, he stays silent and he hopes that I gather my thoughts and I come to him. With this, we move on to the first session, which is prepared speak session. The first speaker is Snigdha Kalyana Sundaram, who has an incredible background in myriad of fields. And I am pleased to listen to her icebreaker speech, which was reserved last not even 24 hours before, I think. Before I welcome on stage, I call upon Toastmaster Neha who has made a mark with the infectious energy. And Toastmaster Neha, over to you.
Thank you so much, Alright. Greetings, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, I have the opportunity to evaluate T.M. Snigdha, and this is going to be her first speech, that's an icebreaker. The title is Just Begin, which is self-explanatory to all of us. The purpose of this level is, the project is for Team Snigdha to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. And I must applaud you and totally was flabbergasted, because despite taking it at the last moment, you seem to be like the water on the road. Over to you. Over to you, Janal.
Thank you. Toastmaster Signa on stage. Before she completes her speech, we are supposed to give a standing ovation for someone who has made I saw the nice speaker.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
I just realized.
Toastmaster Signa, just begin.
Yeah.
Just begin. Toastmaster Signa.
Oh, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Namaskaram. Just last evening, I was relaxing. I am on my table. I received a message from TM Isha. Would you be interested in giving a icebreaker speech? From the relaxed mode to the scary most, sweat coming out of my hand. Suddenly, I said, typing with the sweaty hands, no. But then I decided that I have to do it someday. Why not today? So I took a pen and I started to write. It had no composition, nothing, no body, but I wrote it. Before I begin, I want to ask all of you one thing. How many of you think that sitting there is easy and coming here shakes your confidence? Oh. Trust me, I know what earthquake looks like right now. Now, as we go ahead, I would like to tell I am Snigdha and I come from Pink City. And after moving cities, now I am in Maharaji Sayaji Rao city, Vadodara. But the story doesn't begin here. It starts in 1996 when my parents thought I would be good in swimming. Trust me, have you imagined a chimpanzee clinging to his mother? Yes. That was me from 1st to 5th, clinging onto the ladder. That was swimming for me. One day, the coach asked me, let's go to the deep end. I went in good hope. And then, the way we all learned, he gave me a dhakka. I was flabbergasted. And I was shocked. But I swam, not gracefully at all, trust me. Class 6th, I got my teacher Amrish Sharma. He was a militant style teacher. I dreaded going to swimming 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the evening. And I missed Lizzie McGuire at home. It was on Disney Channel, if you know. And then, but I understood one thing, consistent practice with a great mentor will take you to places. The proof lies in many nationals that I have played, even if you don't like it. Then simultaneously I was in school. In school I came to know that I was good at so many things, dancing, music, and play, and athletics, everything. Only 2 things I was lacking. Firstly, studies. How many of you were there with me? Thank you. Secondly, was public speaking. So when we talk about studies, let's talk about public speaking. There was a teacher, Miss Sonia Ahuja, who had faith in me more than myself. She said, Snigdha, you'll speak in assembly tomorrow. I said, okay. She gave me one piece of advice, say thank you. People will remember that. I got hooked. I came there without any practice because I thought I can speak. I spoke and I spoke, that's all. I said thank you in the loudest voice in the history of my school. After that, the corridors reverberated with thank yous. I know I did not do it well, but I showed up. Secondly, in studies, I failed my pre-boards in maths, but miraculously 89% in boards. My dream was to go to Delhi कुछ होता है But my parents had high hopes now. 89% CA, बेटी बनेगी मेरी CA. मैंने बोला जाना है, तो उन्होंने बोला बेटा Delhi safe, not it is not safe. Delhi is not safe. I had to stay. I joined CA, bachelor's, masters, CA final, one group cleared. But there was an emotional gap of another group. For that I have contained many certificates. So now, I move on to the next part. At the same time, I was a volunteer at Art of Living and learning Vedanta from my teachers. Now learning Vedanta gave me the peace like water on leaf. After that, I understand my Acharya says you should try teaching. I took up teaching. How many of you felt that this is meant for you? Have you ever felt that this is me? I felt that. Understanding concepts and teaching to the children. I could see the sparkle on their eyes and that gave me joy. But with that came paperwork, administration, and I could not take it anymore. I said, I am a lifelong learner. As a student, swimmer, CA aspirant, wife, and teacher, I took many roles. I asked myself, who am I? I see the role is not fixed. It keeps on changing. I see that in any of the rules that I have learned, that you should not be ready. You are never ready to begin, but you have to begin. From that push on the swimming pool to coming on the stage today, a message at 6:30 in the evening can disturb your peace surely, but it can bring you to stage. My speech might be a little imperfect, but thank God we have structure today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next speaker is Toastmaster Jaimin, who is the VP PR of the club, presiding officer for today's VP membership, presiding officer for today's meeting, and who has a knack of identifying unique topics. And before I call him on stage, our his evaluator is also a heavyweight of the club. Ex-president, ex-treasurer, ex-VPPR, and many more. And someone who inspires me. I call upon Toastmaster Tarun on stage.
Thank you, TM Janardhan, for those nice and encouraging words. For a moment, I felt that weight on my body. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, my focused speaker, TM Jaimin, with a personality like water on a lotus leaf, would be delivering his Level 1 Project 4 speech from the Pathway Presentation Mastery. The purpose of his speech is to deliver the same speech again, incorporating the feedback he received last time. The feedback he received was to add more vocal variety in the speech. His speech title is Pebble Curry. Timer, please note, his timing would be 5 to 7 minutes. And as Toastmaster, I am confident that his speech would leave us flabbergasted. Best wishes.
Toastmaster Jaimin on stage. Toastmaster Jaimin, Pebble Curry, Toastmaster Jaimin. Over to you.
Good morning, fellow Toastmaster and esteemed guests. Have you ever felt so hungry you haven't get a luck to find foods for many days? This is exactly how our hero of the story, traveler Raju, felt. He walked for miles, for days. His feet started hurting. His stomach was growling. He, in search of food, he came into one village. With the high hope of getting food, he started knocking the doors. When he was starting to knock the door, "Excuse me, I'm very hungry. Please help me with some food." But to his surprise, doors remained closed. Curtains stayed still. He got flabbergasted. And because of this behavior, he thought there is something wrong with this village. I need to bring a strategy on table, a strategy to survive. Then he knocked the last door. This door, the house, was of a lady, Maya. Maya was very famous, not on LinkedIn, not on Facebook, not on Instagram, but on that village itself, for being the stingiest woman alive. Raju knocked the door. Maya opened the door a little. "I don't have any food. Go away." Raju again got flabbergasted. But he knew this is the time to be like a water on a lotus leaf. He said, "Mother, that's okay, perfectly fine. But I need a little water to cook my magical pebble curry." Maya closed the door and said, "I thought YouTube recipes are very bad. But look at this person, magical pebble curry? How is it possible?" But then, magical pebble curry? The curiosity won. Maya thought, "Let me give a try. I have a little water." She opened the door, bring a pot of water and gave it to Raju. Raju sat on the floor, take out the stone, put it into the water. Cling. He put it on the fire, started stirring, and he inhaled. Amazing! Now it has started to unlock the aroma of stone. And Maya leaned forward and tried to inhale. At that moment, Raju said, "A little pinch of salt can really bring the stoniness out of the stone." Maya hesitated. But again she thought, "Let me go back." She brought a little salt and put it into the pot. Again Raju stirred and said, "Amazing, wonderful. But you know, if a little onion can help us better, a little potato, some spices can help us better." Maya was hesitated each time, but she was going back. Even her pantry was surprised. What is this lady is doing? But every time she brought some ingredients, now the pot was full. The curry felt amazing. It was smelling like heaven. And Raju invited lady to have food with her. The first time in the history of that home, the house was full of aroma and full of food. They had their food, they enjoyed it, they laughed, they talked, and Maya thought, why I was not doing this earlier? So guys, then when this show was over, Raju took the stone out, cleaned it, and put it in his pocket. At that time, Maya said, "Wait, give that stone to me, I will give you gold." Maya was very much flabbergasted. But Raju said, "Mother, the stone is not a magic. All magic is in your kitchen itself." Fellow Toastmasters, how many times we are doing like this? Always we say, we don't have enough. We are not ready, we will contribute next time. We always find excuses of ingredients before moving on. But what if magic is not missing? Ingredients are with us like our ideas, our courage, our effort. We have to bring those ingredients on the table. Guys, bring your carrots, bring your onions, and be careful. Don't be mad. Let's come together and make something wonderful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Jeremy. Our last speaker for today is Toastmaster Pradeep, experienced Toastmaster Pradeep Manis, who makes complex concepts of manufacturing so that layman like me can understand. And to develop his speech, I call upon the matinee idol and the guiding force of our club, Toastmaster Kirit on stage.
Thank you, Jonathan. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Today I am going to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Pradeep Mane, titled Engineering Confidence. It is a part of effective coaching level 4, improvement through positive coaching. Objective of his speech are to develop and apply his skill of coaching to a fellow member. He has to share his experience of this particular experience of teaching, coaching a fellow Toastmaster. Pradeep is, although an engineer, is a teacher, coach, and a motivator. He has a peculiar knack of applying engineering skills to the concept of life. And I must say, many of you must not have seen Pradeep because he very rarely comes here. Like Amir Khan, his movies are rarely produced in Tiger. So I will be evaluating him after that. I am sure I will be flabbergasted, but I will stay like leaf from wood.
Toastmaster Pradeep Mane on stage. Toastmaster Pradeep, engineering confidence, Toastmaster Pradeep. What is it?
Thank you, Toastmaster today. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. Imagine you are owning a car. The engine is very powerful. All the steering system of the car is precisely designed. Clutch, accelerator, brake, everything is very smooth operation. Expert driver is sitting inside the car. And if we want to take that car from current destination to the desired destination, the road which is full of obstacles, is it possible to go to that desired destination in that case? For more than 2 decades, I am that car. Being a production professional and working as a production manager, I know everything about production. I know SOPs, I know technical specifications of the machine, I know various tools which are required to use in manufacturing. But in order to go from the destination of production manager to the destination of production and operation management coach, I have lacking confidence. I'm not a confident person. So I joined this Toastmaster. And here, I extracted 3 very important points from the Toastmaster. The first point, that is environment. What Toastmaster is doing for taking the unconfident person to the confident level, what they are doing, they are aligning their environment by giving positive feedbacks, right? By becoming non-judgmental. They are already displaying these types of boards which any new member can understand what is done exactly in the Toastmaster. I have extracted this strategy to become to convert myself into a production and operation management coach, and I have customized all this into my plant mission, plant purpose, what we are doing in our plant, and what are the things that are required. What I written in my plant, we manufacture safe and reliable, dimensionally accurate PVC conduit pipes. What we are written here in the Toastmaster, supporting it. What we are doing in manufacturing. I have made 26 boards of this type in manufacturing, so that I can able to design the environment. See, environment, your quality of your environment decides the quality of your results. The second point which I extracted from the Toastmaster, if you see the Toastmaster, there is SOPs, there is standard process. What is going to happen at what time? There is agenda, right? Everybody knows what is going to happen in the next minute. There are certain steps that should be followed. And when person know these types of things, his behavior gets designed in that stage. So in order to design the behavior, we have SOPs, we have what I have did in my organization. In order to design behavior, I have made these types of boards so that anybody, any operator, any machine operator or the engineer, what are the things he has to do at that particular location, so that he cannot distract from the things he has. We have to design our environment with number of instruction, number of SOP. I have made this board. Machine पर तारी जवाबदारी શું છે? What is your responsibility on the machine? This board is displayed at the side of my machine. So this is going to design what he has to do. Wazan standard, that means whatever the weight of the pipe, that should be in standard. He don't have to remember things. So this is the designing of the environment. This designing of the environment, this point I come to understand from the Toastmaster. They are doing various SOPs. There is structured evaluations. And the third and the most important point, what I learned from the Toastmaster is always helping us to build our identity as a Toastmaster of the day, as a evaluator, as a speaker, as a timer. So what I have did, I have simplified the concept from the production and operation management. I bring that concept in here in the Toastmaster. I take actions which will help me to move myself from the person who is a production manager to the person who is a production and operation management coach. Your identity. The biggest preparation for the success is building your identity. You have to take more and more actions which are relevant to the goal which you are looking for. So, I am not saying that I am fully become production and operation management coach, but I started my journey. I aligned my environment, I aligned my behavior and identity. Now my question is to you. What pillar that you are going to align to achieve your goal, to achieve the location where you want to go to your desired location? Thank you. And
thank you to Toastmaster Pradeep. I will call upon timer Amanraj to present his report.
So, Toastmaster Snigdha took 5 minutes 57 seconds. Toastmaster Jaimin took 5 minutes 30 seconds. And Toastmaster Pradeep, he took 6 minutes and 2 seconds. So, all are qualified.
I request Sanjay Terms Abhishek to publish the report. Now, this concludes the prepared speech session for today's meeting. Now, moving on to the theme, children know how to express themselves. I want to quote a few examples from my life. 2 years ago, I resigned from L&D, and I worked there for 14 years. So I was a little confused, flabbergasted about what has happened. So you always have an emotional connect. And I came to my home with the farewell card with a gift coupon, and the confusion was visible in my face, on my face. And I was sitting silently, not interacting for a while. Then my daughter gave me this. She wrote in a piece of paper like this. It says, "Congratulations, Appa. We all bless you. LND people also bless you. From Tara to dear Appa." Then, well done, it's done. Well done, LND. This really changed the day for me. One of the incidents which I like to quote is, one fine day my daughter woke up and she was in a very bad mood. She was doing all sorts of things which she shouldn't do. And my wife was also a little disturbed that day. So what has happened was she was getting continuous scolding one after another. And it was not ending. And how it ended, that was very nice how it ended. She wrote in a piece of paper and said, "I am very hurt. Mummy always scolds me," with a crying face. Something like this. And that's it. The day changed for her. Whenever she does anything naughty, she does like this. Sorry. So what this does is, this helps in removing our emotional burden and also helps in bringing things to conclusion. If you don't express, the thing stays in you, and what happens, it has no control. A lot of diseases happen because we keep things in ourselves without expressing it. Now, talking about expression, our next table topic master is a master in expression. He is a heavyweight in executive committee. He is represent our club in district division, and someone who I really admire. Please welcome Toastmaster Vidyanath.
Good morning, Toastmasters. Once again, I am a table topics master today. If you think that a table topic master need not prepare before coming to the meeting, you are wrong. I prepared. Because as a role player in every meeting, you need to prepare whatever the role is. Now, table topics, you will be given 1 to 2 minutes. Toastmaster Amanraj will be showing the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1.5 minutes, and red card at 2 minutes. If you want to be the best speaker, you will have to speak at least for 45 seconds and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Coming to the topic, this is a place where you can express yourself, you can imagine. Suddenly I give a topic that what is the best sport that you wish to play with your child? Do not tell that I am not married. Now, suddenly I give you a topic, which is the best date you wish to go. Don't tell that I am married. Please have your imaginations tight. We will rock the show today. I would like to quickly write the names here, but I will not tell what is the sequence of what I will be calling. I'll be calling these people. Now I will be, after calling you on stage, I'll give a firm handshake, give you the topic twice and leave. You finish your topic, speaking, tell thank you, give me a firm handshake and leave the stage. Now first on stage, what don't we call Ekta? Definitely not the prevention topic.
I almost controlled myself from doing that.
Topic for today is, your kid has a severe cold and cough. You wish to have ice cream. Your kid has severe cold and cough. You wish to have ice cream.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Now, this topic is actually sounding like a problem that I might actually face, because I am someone who is a big time foodie, and asking me to control my urges is like asking Toastmaster Vikram to not come on the stage. So that is so. Once I had a kid, I have a kid, and the kid was crying because he was shaking, because it was too cold for him, while the temperature outside here in Vadodara was 40 degrees Celsius. Now this was confusing for me. I was almost convinced that he is shaking because of the heat, because like the popular saying that goes on around here is that you are sick in summers because the summer is affecting on you. Loha lohe ko kaatta hai. So you give ice cream to the person that is in fever. But here, sadly, that was not the case. It was one fine Saturday evening and I was craving ice cream like anything. But now what do? If I have ice cream, there's undeniably that the kid will come around me asking me, Mama, I want the ice cream, Mama, I want the ice cream, but there's no chance I could do it. So what do? The easiest thing I could do, honestly. I put my husband on his duty, I went out, had an ice cream and came. That was the best thing I could manage. And yeah, that's how I satisfy my cravings. Over to you, Toastmasters.
Next on stage, Kalyan Sundram. Kalyan Sundram, what's your favorite food?
Dosa.
Sorry?
Is topic or?
No, that's not. I am not a given. What's your favorite food? Dosa? Sure. Okay, your topic is the recipe for dosa. The recipe for dosa, Kalyan Sundram.
Be a good day to all. First of all, good morning to Toastmasters and guests. Actually, literally written my name in the board, I flabbergasted. But I have taught my 30 minutes on the tone like a water on leaf, and I am now in the stage. Dosa. It is a very good for one of the favorite South Indian food. But when I came for North India from 2011, I eat sometimes. But nowadays, that here in Vadodara, also everywhere in the dosa is you have eaten in the morning. It is a very delicious food. It is made up of urd dal and rice. When you eat soak sometimes in the sometimes 2 hours or 3 hours, and then it can be grind, and then it will be given to served to with chutneys and other things, sambas. So it is one of my favorite food also. And literally that in North India, nobody is not much like that foods. That is like favorably is called like a South Indian foods. But nowadays I go so everyone is eating for that. What time for the stage?
Next on stage, Akash. Your topic. You go to the best fine dining restaurant. Your wife wants dal khichdi. You go to the best fine dining restaurant. Your wife wants dal khichdi. What will you do next?
Greetings everyone. So I'm a teacher and I was never being restricted to finish anything for the certain time limit. This is the first time I'm accepting the challenge that I need to finish something within a span of 2 minutes. Imagine a fantastic day like my wedding anniversary
I decided to do something amazing for my wife. I really want her to feel flabbergasted when we go inside a very interesting multi-cuisine restaurant. We sat on chair, table, everything was picturesque, everything was fantastic. A waiter came with a very nice etiquette. You know, right nowadays the restaurant owners and everything should be in a very proper way. There were some exotic dish was mentioned inside the menu. A lot of things, even as an English trainer, very difficult for me to pronounce. Even I generally check the pronunciation. So the things are expected that I know everything. After glancing through the entire menu, she was asking for something which I didn't expect. She says it's a beautiful day, the weather is fine, and I really want to eat dal khichdi. And I have to be on that like a water on a leaf because I didn't expect that she was asking for that. So I called chef and I murmuring inside his ear that I know it's a fantastic restaurant. You are offering some amazing world-class dishes. But it's my wedding anniversary and I'm not gonna spoil my wife's mood. So I really want you to call your chef. I'm going to give you some ingredients. I know it's a huge kitchen, right? You can manage this tiny dish for me. So I said my wife, just wait for her. I went inside the kitchen. I said what exactly you're supposed to do because I know her flavor. Even I ordered a fantastic dish, and if the ingredients, the spices are not up to the mark, it's very difficult to convince her. So I went inside the kitchen, I asked chef to do a couple of things because of course I have been living with her for the last 9 years. So as a husband, you should know this, right? And I think that night, even though we were in a very interesting restaurant, which is substantially high rated, but still we were managed to finish those dal khichdi, and the evening was extremely happy and we were flabbergasted.
Next on stage, Sonal. Hey, call me back after Toastmasters. Hey, call me back after Toastmasters. We see a call like this.
Okay. Hello, good morning everyone. Good morning dear Toastmasters and guests. First of all, the very first feeling that I'm actually going through is being flabbergasted listening to that topic. So I get this call in the middle of a very interesting speeches that are going on, and which says, call me back after the Toastmasters. The message was abrupt. The message was from my mother. And suddenly, I was thinking throughout the speeches, okay, what is it? What is it that she wants to tell me? Is it something that I left on my bedroom? The pile of clothes that is there, which I just left like that, wherein my mother is expecting guests? Is it something that I did great that she wants to speak to me? And I'm just thinking throughout the speeches of this Toastmasters, and I'm actually worried. But I'll try to be like water on the leaf and let the speeches I hear and be attentive to the speeches. And I can't wait for the Toastmasters meeting to get over and call my mummy to break the suspense. What is it exactly?
Abhishek? Very sensitive topic. Abhishek, I just overheard your parents chatting over a coffee at Starbucks. They wish that you marry the girl you love. Abhishek, I just overheard your parents chatting over a coffee at Starbucks. They wish you married the girl you love.
Thank you, table topic master. So nowadays I'm spending my whole day with the friends. So my parents, like my mom and they things like, you are entire day outside, what we need to do. So they are thinking that let us find a girl for me. So one day they were having a coffee and suddenly they call me and they show me 3 to 4 photos of the girls. And when I was reviewing the girls and all the biodatas I have, so later on when I was first of all I was shocked, like what is going to happen with me because my freedom is going away. I was thinking like that, but I am little bit free with my parents. So after seeing all photos, there were 3 to 4 options. So I asked my father to add 5th option. So I asked my father to add 5th option. That is all of the above. But later on, the result was unexpected. My father didn't say anything, but my mom said, meet me alone. So over to you, that's it.
Nagaraju's left. Now, easy topic or tough topic?
Anything is fine.
Anything is fine. Sure. Talk anything. 1 to 2 minutes.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. So topic is very random. So I want to talk about how I came here. So one evening I was in my friend's house. Like we are just scrolling the Instagram because in every holiday, in our generation, the people at free time just scroll, or they make free time to scroll. So while we are scrolling, one of my friends saw the story of Raju. I know he will dance, but I saw he tagged Toastmasters, and I saw the poster also. This found me interesting. My friends were telling about, like, I also heard about Toastmasters. It was a good club. People go there to improve their communication skills and public speaking, to decrease the fear of public speaking. So the next day, I found some free time in office. At this time, rather scrolling Instagram, I googled what is Toastmaster. I found the matter interested, and then I texted Raju. First, I forgot the name of Toastmaster. I told Raju, are you going for Toasters, right? Then he laughed. Then he told Toastmasters. So, okay, I will join you the next week, and I was here.
Wonderful. This is my time as a table topic master. I'm sure that all the table topic speakers who came on stage today were like water on the leaf, and it will be flabbergasting to vote who is the best. I call upon Toastmaster Amarraj to tell about the timelines.
Now, before I present my timer's report, I would like the audience to give a huge round of applause to all the table topics. Now, why I ask so? Because in my time at Toastmasters, I have always observed that there is a huge hue and cry that is made of, being on time. So I wondered, this is in the rule book that you should be within the certain time frame when you are giving the speech. But I would say that it is this pledge that we recite here, that is the preamble of the rule book, that is the preamble of the constitution of Toastmasters. Are we here to give a good speech in 6 minutes or 4 minutes, whatever the time limit is? Or are we here to improve our speaking skills? Having said that, I would like to tell the Toastmasters who have not made it in the timing that disqualification is not a rejection of your speech. Disqualification, though it sounds a big word, oh, you are disqualified. You have spoken 5 minutes above the time limit, you have spoken 4 seconds above the grace period, you are disqualified. But if we focus on the linguistics of it, it is basically a redirection of your Toastmasters journey. So having said that, I would say that being disqualified should not be a flabbergasting experience, and you should take this experience as a learning opportunity, and I would suggest 2 words for this: impermanence and equanimity. Grammarian, please note, these are not my words, but that of the Buddha. So these 2 words, that every experience is meant to be learned, something has to be learned from that and not taken as a huge criticism. This is what will lead to success in the final journey of your Toastmasters experience. So having said that, I would now like to share the timer's report for the table topic session. Toastmaster Ekta, 1 minute 45 seconds. Toastmaster Kalyan Sundaram, 1 minute 16 seconds. Toastmaster Akash, I gave 10 seconds grace because there was a disruption also. So even with that, it is 3 minutes 5 seconds. Toastmaster Sonam, guess Sonam, right?
No.
Toastmaster. Okay. Toastmaster Sonam, 1 minute 22 seconds. Toastmaster Abhishek, 1 minute 30 seconds. And Toastmaster Nagaraju, 1 minute 40 seconds. So I think Toastmaster Ekta, Toastmaster guest Kalyan Sundaram, Toastmaster Sonam, Toastmaster Abhishek and Toastmaster Nagaraju are qualified.
Thank you so much. We now will launch the polls for the best charismatic speaker, and we will go for a break. 5 minutes, we'll be back after 5 minutes.
I hope we all had a very good break. Now we move on to the last session, which is the evaluation session. It's famously said, feedback is the breakfast of champions. So I hope you're all ready to receive feedback from your evaluators. To enter this session, I call upon Toastmaster Hiren, but before he comes on stage, Hiren is known for his humorous skills, which everyone knows. I'm not saying anything new, but I was very curious and I just tried to get more information about the style of humor. There are around 8-9 types of humor, but what he does very nice is a verbal humor, which he twists the words a little bit here and there and makes a humor. Second thing is self-depreciating humor. He quotes something which happened to him, some bad incident, and he gives a humor. And third is observation humor. He observes something and gives a humor. There are many more humors like parody humor and all those things. But as per my research, these are the 3 types of humor he displays. So, without further ado, I call upon Toastmaster Hiren on stage. Before you start, what have you learned from your kids?
I'm learning from my kid is how to argue with your parents. I could never learn that during my childhood.
See, our generation never argued.
Never argued, yes.
We still don't argue.
Yeah. And right now we have to follow what our kids are teaching us.
Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, my fellow members and guests. Well, I think that T.M. Raju purposefully added the picture of Toastmaster of the Day with grey hair and black t-shirt to prompt Toastmaster of the Day to explain that why you put that picture, and very skillfully Toastmaster Raju
replied that, sir, you look handsome in that t-shirt. Don't worry about your grey hair. Don't worry about being an adult. Enjoy whatever you have. And I think that is almost setting the stage of our theme today, that is learn from your kids. You become kids, you learn from kids, and remove your ego and display your inner child to all. So that was a wonderful, playful communication. I am here to evaluate the entire meeting, and I will start by evaluating with our speeches. So let us initiate evaluation of speeches by our first evaluator. That evaluator is taking steps, steps in Toastmaster, and her leadership goal, she is going towards that. But every step she is taking is a very firm steps, one after another, because I have witnessed her icebreaker speech, I have witnessed her third speech, and I would like to witness now her as an evaluator to the evaluation of Toastmasters Nigna's wonderful speech. So,
very good morning again. Good afternoon. So the best quality that a speaker may hold, in my opinion, is the comfort that they bring to the stage. Because the moment they are comfortable, the audience feels this too. And I commend your speech that was wonderfully structured, the content, the transition. We could all feel that you were well prepared despite you taking the role at the last moment. The points that I want to bring in, the clarity, like the sentence flow that was there, the vocal clarity, like the tone, the speed and pauses were rightly used. The eye contact, you did not just glance through the room. In fact, you put in the efforts to make everyone feel seen. Gestures were rightly integrated with your speech that I felt. Audience you are adjusted like based on the reaction, the content, and your gestures were right according to the reaction that you were seeing. Comfort level, of course, as I mentioned, like you were relaxed throughout, and interest. I of course could feel that I was really interested to know more about you right from the beginning of as a swimmer to the ending and standing right here. And I wish I could do the same when it was my icebreaker, so I wish you all the very best. Only thing which I noticed was that you use certain Hindi terms because we have more audience who are South speaking from South Southern state. So I feel you could just translate it a little more. And next time what I feel that the challenge that you can take up is that whenever you just conclude your speech, just bring in a message so that the audience is leaving with a takeaway. So that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
thank you, Toastmaster Neha. All I was looking for a Delhi girl with a Malayali accent. But she was flawless. Only thing that she favored about South Indian people that for the South Indian. It makes sense, no problem. The second evaluator is for the second speech, and it goes with the theme of the Toastmaster of the day, because that second evaluator is my co-member in VTM. He is the co-runner in the Vadodara Marathon event, and he is a co-jogger in the Kamadi Park. And I am learning from him even right now, because Toastmaster of the Day mentioned that learn from the kids. His name is Tarun, the meaning of that is. So let us with a big round of applause.
Thank you, TM Kirin. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today, my focus speaker, TM Jamin, delivered a brilliant speech. Immediately when he came on stage, he engaged the audience, posing a question. His speech was very well articulated. It had a body, it had a built-up story, and then a conclusion. How he engaged the audience was he started narrating the story of Raju and Maya, and slowly he built up the story, talking about various ingredients that were used to make the curry. He used good hand gestures, His eye contact was fabulous. He was looking all around the audience and had a good body language. He also tried to cover the stage to the maximum. And he ended his speech with a message that whatever we have, we are always looking around, right? So, like the pebble curry, what he told that the stone or the pebble was not the thing which created the magic. It was the ingredients which were already present in the kitchen which created the magic. So the message which he left was, everybody has that ingredients with us. It is only that it has to be brought out and used it effectively. There are few challenges or improvement. Because his speech was a repeated speech with takeaways from the last feedback on voice vocal varieties. What I would suggest you or give you as a challenge that you talked about two characters like Raju and Maya. You could have a role played like the last part will be Maya. Give me that pebble. While Raju would have to, it's not pebble. Something that would have engaged the audience more and that would have maybe given justice to the feedback which was given during your last speech. One more thing, you started with by engaging the audience, but you could have waited for the audience to respond to your question. That would have been a great start. And then maybe while you were doing the role play, you could have used the stage better. Maybe one on this side Maya and the other side of as Raj. To conclude, you had a good start, good build up of the story, and you ended with a great message. Over to you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tarun, for wonderful message and guidance. I am sure Toastmaster Jamin will be able to learn from that the way I am learning from Toastmaster Tarun. Now we would move further for the third evaluation, for the third speech. And Toastmaster Kirit, I would like to call upon him. But what I want to mention is that he had set the stage on fire with his dance move over here. And I think in the Instagram the likes were more than 2,000 or 3,000? More than 2,000 views, right? One of them was mine. So with a big round of applause, let us call upon
Thank you very much. Okay, I am going to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Pradeep. He began with a metaphor of car and parts. That was the first beginning, that cars reaching to his journey, destination. Then he switched very smoothly to production. He was the production manager, is an engineer, and how he shifted from production manager to production coach. It's a very important part in any organization because everybody has to learn. That is his journey. In fact, his inside urge is always to become a coach. And an engineer to become a coach, what he has to do with it. He very beautifully used our Toastmasters metaphors to plan his speech. Like he said, environment Toastmasters encourages people, first thing. So same environment encouragement should be given to production floor also. Then he said that agenda, the design the behavior, because everybody knows what is going to come. Same thing he wanted to put in his production floor. There is an identity build-up. That was very remarkably done because if you know your role clearly, you are a speaker, you are a grammarian, you are a air counter, then you are exactly identifying yourself with the entire session. This is what he used in the production floor also. And how do you use these three to reach your destination? That was his theme of this entire thing. So he is very beautifully coached, probably his production engineers, based on Toastmasters hierarchy. Very remarkable thing. What is positive about his speech? I will be very clinical about it. Uniqueness of his theme. His journey from production to production coach. Very clear steps. Structure of the speech, very beautiful organized. Voice, smile, eye contact, fact. But I will be very clinical because there were very, very negative points also. The speech was too short, 6 minutes and 5 seconds if I know. He had a full 1.5 minutes to cover. It lacked powerful conclusion. I all the time tell conclusion was not powerful in this case. Opening with the car example was not connected with the conclusion at all. It could have been easily done there. The car needs good roads, that is environment. The driver has to be the owner, driver has to be aware of the rules and regulations with the design. driver move the car or care for the car. That is the identity. This three way he could have connected is opening to the conclusion. Then the message would have gone through very clearly. You should have used PPT instead of the sheets. Use bold letter because we could not read anything in that. And he did not speak also. So we could not understand what was the message given to the production engineer on the floor. Be very brief about it, but use bold or use PPT, that was best thing. But then all Amir Khan movies are not great, you all know. So I expect that a better movie will come in future. All the best to you.
I really appreciate Toastmaster Kirit for giving a genuine and wonderful feedback that lets the person know his potential and you have not reached up to your potential. So that's a very open and very genuine feedback, Toastmaster Kirit. Not only dance move, we have to learn so many things from you. Before calling upon our timer, usually I go and open the dictionary and try to find out the other meanings of time. And there are many other things I came prepared, but today he gave two more words from Lord Buddha. I have some task to do after going home, so I will call upon our timer for giving the timer.
So Toastmaster Neha took 1 minute 46 seconds in her evaluation speech. Toastmaster Tarun, he took 2 minutes 26 seconds in his evaluation speech, and Toastmaster Kirit took 2 minutes 55 seconds in his evaluation speech. So all are qualified.
So I think we will have a poll now by Sergeant at Arms, and you can vote the best evaluator. Meanwhile, we will move ahead with the table topic evaluation. It was a wonderful session, table topic, and I am looking forward to the evaluation of that. Toastmaster Vivek, we would like to call upon you for the evaluation of table topics. With a big round of applause.
Well, good afternoon and greetings, fellow Toastmasters. Being a role of a general editor is quite difficult yet interesting because we need to use the words quite precisely, more interestingly, so that the other person, the listener, who is being evaluated, doesn't get hurt. So these are the tasks evaluators has to come across and face when evaluating a speaker. Coming to Toastmaster Ekta, her speech was very comfortable, and she was very grounded, comfortable in her own skin. She used many of the phrases like a big time foodie, so I can relate to it very well. She was very apt and was very comfortable in her own skin. So kudos to you, you gave her speech very comfortably and very confidently. Coming to Kalyanam Sundaram, the topic was your dosa, the recipe for dosa. You described it very comfortably and correct the recipe for the dosa and the changes what it brings to you. With the changes, the dosa, the process that dosa brings with the flavor. You described it very well, pretty well. And you used the word like flabbergasted and along your speech it was grateful. So kudos to you. Coming to Toastmaster Akash. Akash's speech was about Best Fire Restaurant. His speech was quite up to the mark, but make sure that you use your speech among the time frame so that the speech and the message of the speech is correct and to the point, so that you don't miss the time and get beyond the time. Rest it was also perfect. Coming to Toastmaster Sonam. Toastmaster Sonam's speech was Take Call Me Book after Toastmaster. So she used the words flabbergasted and words like flabbergasted, abrupt, water and leaf, the phrase of the day. Very apt, interesting towards the film. So it was quite interesting to hear from you and quite different words you used to come across from your speech as well. So kudos to you for it. Coming to Toastmaster Abhishek, we were very much having good time with you, listening to your speech. At your punch timing and comic timing was very happy. It was very useful for us for using your experiences that you had you describe your experiences with the choices of biodata you used here. It was quite interesting and fun to listen to. And lastly, but not the least, was Nagaraj. His topic was Talk Anything, but in 2 minutes. It was quite precise from Toastmaster Vikram. Your story was quite natural and to the point, and also he used word of the day. It was very interesting it found very interesting to listen to you and your personal story for the speaker. So thank you. And lastly, but not the least, I would appreciate Toastmaster Vikram, Toastmaster Tarun, and Toastmaster Kirit that their speeches are very quiet and to the point. So make sure that when you are on stage and you use your speeches, it is very quiet and to the point, so that the listener doesn't get distracted. What is the exact message you are trying to convey? So that is a plus point of being on stage and giving your speeches. And I have a habit of listening to podcasts, and one of the podcasts they tell me, one of the podcasts I was hearing, and they told, whenever you come on stage, you need to prepare, or you will. One of the things they use is you have to prepare, or you will. I could not come across the word that. It was quite interesting word that I come across, but I am not able to.
Prepare to fail. Be afraid to start.
If you will not prepare, you will.
If you fail to prepare, be prepared to fail.
Yes. So this was the term I used.
So thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. It was a very I want to thank you also as a table topic session, and thank you, Toastmaster Vivek, because of thanks to Toastmaster Vikram, it was a wonderful session, and that's why you could explain very nicely. I also want to tell you that what our presiding officer mentioned, that do not compare with others, compare with your previous speech and your present speech. And I can see that you yourself will realize what you were initially and what you are right now presenting your evaluation. So that was a wonderful effort. Coming upon to our count report, well, whose dancing move has created lots of R's and R's? How much R's and R's we have done? Few of us did lots of R's and R's after watching yours.
Thank you, GP, TM Vikram. Few days back, my roommate and I, we cooked the palak paneer. It was delicious, yummy. So while we were having that, I wanted and expected from another roommate that he would express, it's yummy, delicious. But as the third roommate didn't say anything, and he had his meal and we were done. That day I was upset because when we cook with our full of heart, we want some appreciation. Like, it was lovely dinner, delicious, right? So let us all encourage all the speakers who were flawless, excellent during their speeches. So let's clap for TM Abhishek, TM Johnny, TM Krishna, TM Pradeep, Toastmaster Akash, Kirit sir, and TM Soni. They were excellent during their speech. Now, there are some speakers, including me, who needs to reduce the uses of filler words, and they have used the filler words mostly more than 1 or twice. So they are Toastmaster Bhavesh, Toastmaster Neha, you are excellent, but you use few Toastmaster Tarun sir, Toastmaster Ekta, Toastmaster guest Kalyan Sundaram, Nagaraju and Kiran sir. I'm really sorry. You are really funny in camera speech, but you have used few terms. Now we all know we have Shashi Tarun in our club. I'm really sorry to say you have used a few terms. Please excuse me. And final report for TM Vivek. You used repeated words like coming to. Instead of using coming to, you can use the first or the another, the next. So that was the repeated word, and that's the end of my report.
A wonderful report by our accountant Toastmaster Raju, and that is what we all expect, the genuine and correct report, so that we can improve upon ourselves. Now our grammarian was very vigilant throughout the meeting. He gave us a challenge, and I think we being a Toastmaster has taken up that challenge also. So let us hear from him what was our grammar. Toastmaster Raju.
Thank you, TM Hiren sir. So, before I begin, as I was thinking, I would like to ask everybody to give a round of applause, but many of our tech counters, our counters and our timers, they have already asked everybody to clap, and I think today's session, as I was having a word with TM Hiren sir, was profound. It was mesmerizing for me. I was in a dubious situation. I did not know whether to note down the beautiful usage of English or whether to listen to the speeches. So before I begin my report, I would like to sincerely apologize to everybody if I might have missed some of the beautiful usages of English, or I might have misread them. And during my report, I would ask if I was not able to hear them correctly. So I would not like to take any particular name, but there were very beautiful usages that I would like to present here, and I would like to encourage everyone to use them in our daily life. For example, introspect. It's a beautiful word, and I think everyone should understand its value and use it in life. Slay off my habits. Amazing. Live in the moment. Manifestation. Nail in the coffin. Impeccable. Eloquent. Articulate. Now, there's a very beautiful phrase. The best way to test your knowledge is to give yourself one more chance. By Janaർദ്ദൻ sir. I really hope you don't give yourself another chance. Now, neuroplasticity. Amazing word. I think I am learning as much as possible, and this is something I have to Google it when I go home. Layman. Feedback is the breakfast for champions. Wow. What a motivating session it was. Then, let us continue. Small mouth hits punchline the hardest. Wow. My face is the mirror of, okay, I am not sure if I heard this correctly, so I would like to ask. My face is the mirror of my mind.
Index.
Of my index.
Index of myself.
Index of my mind. If you could please explain also. I am not sure about the usage.
Yes, you can, whatever you are thinking, your face shows.
Okay. Thank you. Then, I know what earthquake feels like when standing here. Very nice and aptly put. Chimpanzee clinging to his mother. Beautiful face. Piece of advice. Reverberated. Sparkle in their eyes. Okay, this is one point where I would like to, only point where I would like to suggest a recommendation. It was mentioned as sparkle on their eyes, which should be sparkle in their eyes. Articulated, fabulous, growling stomach, curtains stayed, very nice. And impeccable, all movies are not great. Quality, design quality of environment. Biggest preparation for success is building your identity. Keep your imaginations tight. You are sick in summer because summer is around you. Now, I am not sure if I heard this correctly. I would like to ask. An exotic thing.
Exotic.
Yes, an exotic dish. It should be an exotic dish. Yes. This qualification is not a measure of your skill. Now, as our fabulous speaker, he also gave two very nuanced words which you could use for a word of the day, which is impermanence and equanimity. And I would like to ask you to explain, because beautiful explanation and meaning, and you deserve it. Please.
No, I had explained to you. So, but
okay,
I will explain.
Fine.
So, impermanence is, that today, you are not able to do a very well job at a speech, or you have exceeded the time. But it will, the time passes and you will, things will change. So you have to have that value in you. And I am also forgetting. Okay, equality. That you have basically to be like a water on a lotus leaf. Like, if anything happens, you have to keep your brain, calm and composed. Accept, but not be affected by it. That is.
Thank you. I would also like to add one more to impermanence. Impermanence is a state where it doesn't affect you and you are in your continuous state of being. Then to continue, to remove your ego and display your inner child. Best quality of a speaker is the comfort they bring upon the stage. I think it was like that. Then set the stage on fire. Amazing usage of words. Now, to end my speech, I would like to mention how many of the speakers use the word of the day. TM Janardhan, TM Neha, TM Snigdha, TM Tarun, TM Sarabdan sir, TM Jaimin sir, TM Kirit sir, guest Kalyan Sundaram, TM Akash, TM Sonan, TM Vikram sir. Amazing. Today I felt like Shashi Tharoor. And phrase of the day was used by TM Neha, TM Snigdha, TM Tarun, TM Jaimin, TM Kirit sir, guest Kalyan Sundaram, TM Akash, TM Sonan, TM Vikram sir. And the challenge was accepted and immediately took upon by TM Neha, TM Jaimin sir, TM Kirit sir, guest Kalyan Sundaram and TM Vikram sir. And I must say, the way the challenge was taken upon, as soon as she stepped foot on the stage, the way the challenge was accepted by TM Neha, I was flabbergasted.
Thank you to Mr. Pavesh for a wonderful report. In fact, that is only because he mentioned challenge, and this is what the Toastmaster is, that everybody took up this challenge. Well, I will give you my report now. Meeting started right at 10:30. Toastmaster Ekta told me that. Because only this time it was not good, because I came late. Well, I would say that meeting starts even before 10:30. Meeting starts when there is a poster is placed. Meeting starts when the agenda is forwarded. Meeting starts when 6 o'clock in the evening somebody takes up that, okay, I am taking that challenge and I am taking this icebreaker role. So that is what the culture of Toastmaster is. This is what the Vadodara Toastmaster Club, and that is the fragrance that we always have when we come to Vadodara Toastmaster Club. So thank you, Madam President, for setting Vadodara Toastmaster to this level. As a presiding officer, Toastmaster Jaimin did very wonderful. He says that learn from your colleague, stalwarts, from your superiors, but he did not mention learn from kids. Why? Because he wanted to keep that thunder to the Toastmaster of the day. And Toastmaster of the day did a very wonderful job. I was flabbergasted because I want to mention that. Being a general director, I try to remain like a water on the leaf, becoming a calm. But then, by looking at the beginning of the session, the theme, I saw that one kid was enjoying that music, but all other Toastmasters were also become kid and they were enjoying the music. They were started laughing and dancing or speaking the lyrics of that music. Well, I would like to say that Toastmaster Vikram talked about the mountain is you, and that was wonderful book that I would like to read from that. And other meetings, step by step, it went very nicely, smoothly. Only thing that we forgot the guest introduction, but see, this is what the Toastmaster is, that everybody prompts that, okay, this is what we missed, let us do that, and we remain on the path. Toastmaster Amanraj very clearly he explained, in fact over clearly explained his role with wonderful words. Toastmaster Raju, as usual, he explained about account roles. Here a couple of comments I would like to mention. That many times I hear that that's it from my side, or that's all I want to say. That gives impression that I don't have anything more to express. So something like we can say that this is all I want to explain today, or this is all I want to mention. So that means I have so many things, but this is all I want to explain. That type of thing we can end our speech. And I think today Sergeant at Arms did not do his job properly, because I hear the mobile ringing and I hear the people going out and in while speaker was speaking. So maybe I don't blame anybody. I don't blame guest or anything. Maybe I should blame the Sergeant at Arms. He can explain his the Toastmaster rules better, more precisely. Otherwise, everything was wonderful, like all speeches, all evaluation, all table topics, and all evaluation of table topics. I would say that this is one of the wonderful meetings. Every level, Toastmaster of the day, grammarian, speeches, evaluation, we excel, we excel everywhere, including general evaluation also. So let us maintain this standard that we have set, and let us ensure that we maintain that responsibility part of being Vadodara Toastmaster Club and maintain the standard that we have all set. Thank you very much, and over to you.
For a wonderful evaluation. To conclude, children are pure, unfiltered and free from doctrine. As a parent, we need to stay like water on leaf and also learn from children rather than trying to teach them. Some things we would like to learn, like manifestation and expression. We are ready to spend a lot of money in coaching to get those skills, but we seldom know that the skill can be learned by interacting with children. To conclude, we worry about what a child will become tomorrow, yet we forget there is already someone today. Every child is a teacher of wisdom.
Closing remark or award?
Both closing remark and award.
So it was a very engaging theme by our Toastmaster Janardhan. It helped us to go back to our past and see what we were doing in our childhood and what is the data we have with respect to our children. So thank you for this wonderful theme, K.M. Janardhan. As a VP membership, roughly I say I talk with maybe 10-15 people in a week. Those all 10-15 people are having different kind of skills, their level and all. So for some of the people I have to identify, like, should I give him a goal or should I give him a purpose? Even I talk with directors of the company. They come to call me and say we want to come as a guest or we want to join as a member in Toastmasters. So I have to judge like how to pull them in. So need to judge about goal and purpose. So that is all the game we have to play. In Toastmaster, we have to have that journey from goal to purpose. Someone beautifully said that forever is composed of nows. So your journey is also made of lot of milestones, and we have to see that we are at least creating our milestones, we are reaching to that milestones, and we reach to a level where we become purposeful to others. I comment, it's a commendable action by T.M. Vikram on this Toastmaster, where we clearly see how eager he is, how active he is to bring the best out of you. And that's where the beauty of Toastmasters is. Even like T.M. he gave very valid feedback. It's not like we speak goody things. It's real, clear feedback which is needed by everyone. Even a stalwart may need the feedback. So that's how we work. You have seen nobody is doing any coaching. Even I get called. Like how many times you give a coaching, how many minutes, how many hours, then I have to tell them, no, we don't have teachers. We ourselves are teachers. So that's how whole culture we have built in Toastmaster, and it is helping each other. And just to add some milestones in your speech and to give challenge to yourself, first you also need to try to accept rules, because it is for you. It is not for organization or Toastmasters, but it is for you. Even I got a message in fine evening, you want to take presiding officer. I was already having a speech on my plate. Then I thought, should I do this or not? And the most important thing is, there is a renovation going at my home. So I have to manage everything. But I thought, let me try, I'll do this. In the morning when I came, I tried to have that speech of introduction. But then I forget that I also have to give closing remark. But again, it's a challenge. I mean, it's very much common. If you open something, you have to close. So then I realized that I missed something. But these are the challenges which make you little by little perfecting your speeches from these Toastmasters. So that's all. Give yourself some challenges and grow together and become purposeful to others. Thank you. Guest figure. So I start with guest Kalyan Sundaram, and I am sorry I forget to take your introduction in the beginning. So you can give your introduction, your name. Everyone knows, but still you can start with your name, what you do, and who bring you to, how you come to Toastmaster, and then your feedback about this meeting.
Myself, Kalyan Sundaram. This is my third session.
Okay.
So I'm really enjoyed, and then daily, weekly we are getting some new innovative things and new words, and how we can communicate with each other, and then how we can public speak, we can improve. So those things we have there, and I enjoy a lot, and the quality time we can spend for the every week. It is bringing to our the skills, and it will be evaluating myself to next.
Good. Thank you. How was the meeting?
It was actually wonderful, and all the speeches went well, and lot of takeaways that I have found today. So I definitely found it good, and I want to continue.
Thank you. Yes, Subhash, you can first introduce yourself and then you feedback about the meeting.
Myself, Subhash Yadav. I am having more than 20 years of experience in a production field. I am basically chemical engineer. I am doing a job in Havaya JDC in Thompson Basic Plus Private Limited.
How was this meeting to you?
And for improving my communication, I have read in AI. From AI, I have got for improving communication, you must be doing Toastmaster.
Oh, great.
So
this is new to me.
That's why I have searched in Google and I got you and I came here.
Okay, I can use this as my membership. I mean, AI gives suggestions from Toastmasters. Yes. Good. Thank you.
Yes.
So, awards. You come. Okay, so we will start the award ceremony. The first award is for the best prepared speaker, and the award goes to TM Snigdha. The second award is for the best evaluator, and the award goes to Toastmaster team. The third one is for best table topic speaker, and the award goes to Toastmaster Appreciation.
All of the above.
Best supporting role player, not on only he supports on his role, but on others' role also he supports by dancing. Toastmaster.
Just a dancer.
Now, for best role player, any cases?
Janardhan.
Toastmaster Janardhan. I need you to come. Thank you guys for joining us for this meeting. Next week we have meeting on the same place. Maybe floor can be changed, but same building, same time. On 17th, we are planning something new. We may have an online meeting, so you can join us at your comfortable location over a TV screen or laptop screen. Thank you all. Thank you very much for joining.